how well can you hear me? I'm assuming it's absolutely wonderful because this mic sounds absolutely luscious. For the price point, I would say this is going to be an absolutely stunning mic to get and will open you up to a world of opportunities. So I strongly recommend it already. However, the main point of this video is going to be to test this mic in a multitude of environments. Okay, so if you are somebody who may well be using this mic while you are out and about, maybe you're vlogging, maybe you just work in varying environments, it's worth it to know what this mic will perform like when you're out and about, and that's what this video is about. Before we move any further, please do hit subscribe. I really do need subscribers. Have a look at how many subscribers I've got and you'll see that I need them. So please do hit subscribe. It's massively appreciated. To anybody who supports this channel, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for sticking around. Again, please do hit subscribe. I really do need subscribers. So this very first test is using the Rode Connect software through a laptop. The quite precarious setup I have here is connected through USB, and this is the quality you can get just using the actual mic itself, going through a laptop and using the Rode Connect software, which is free of charge, and it's basically podcasting software, and I would argue really high quality podcasting software just given to you. A couple amazing things about this: when you export the audio file, you can export it as one file with all the voices merged into one if you had multiple people speaking. Alternatively, you can actually have each person's vocal track as a separate audio file. So the software itself really does encourage people to be able to podcast and cut and edit. And right here at the moment, the Rode Connect software is preventing my audio from clipping or peaking, and so it gives me quite a good consistent audio file. So even if I raise my voice here and speak louder, it should pretty much keep me at the same level. At least that's what's being shown on the actual application at the moment. So if I speak really loud and I get really passionate about something that I'm talking about, I won't have to worry about it because the actual application itself will protect me. So I'm actually really impressed with that, and I do think that that is something which is really important. So perhaps even if I speak a little bit softer, it should keep me within quite a comfortable range where you can still hear what I'm saying, and maybe to the point where even if I whisper, or even if I really lower my voice and I start to whisper, perhaps it will keep me in a position where I will be able to be heard and still be audible, and it will still be quite an enjoyable audio level. Or perhaps I will have boosted that and it'll be something which I've had to improve because maybe the software hasn't saved me. However, in a podcast you might not have that level of dynamism, so you probably will be speaking at quite comfortable levels. Okay, right now I'm in quite a small room, so please let me know, does it sound like I'm in a small room right now? Perhaps, is this mic cutting out any sounds of the room, or can you tell that this is quite a small room? Or perhaps maybe you're getting a bit of a booth sound out of this right now. And how does it sound for plosives? Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing quite an extensive test of the Rode VideoMic Go 2. From now on I'm just going to call it the Mic Go 2 or the Go 2, because the Rode VideoMic Go 2 is just a real mouthful and it's too much. So right now I've got it attached to my GoPro Hero 10 Black. Why do devices nowadays have really massive names? Later on I'll attach it to my Pixel 4a 5G. So yeah, right now it's on the GoPro. I'm just in like an open car park right now. It's on the standard setting on the microphone, on the actual GoPro itself, so the standard setting. With this one, I currently haven't got it in the plus 20 decibels, which is standard mic plus. So I will do that in a moment, you can hear that. When the GoPro has an external mic attached to it, it doesn't have any kind of wind control. So the only wind control that you're going to get is whatever is attached to the mic. So for example, right now the actual like little wind muff thing is attached to the mic, and I'm sure you can tell by the trees behind me that there is movement, that there is a breeze, if you can't hear it, that is. So this is about arm's length. Rode VideoMic Go 2, and what we'll do now is let's just take the muff off it and let's see what kind of effect it has on the audio. Alright, I want to see if it's actually protecting us from the wind or not. Okay, so this has now been removed, and let's see now if it catches any of the wind. Let's see what it picks up now. What I'll also be doing is, of course, testing this with the mobile phone. I'm going to be giving you an example without this mic on this GoPro so you can see the difference. Of course, the GoPro itself has a wind reduction setting, and so that's something we'll look at as well. I'll apply that and remove that, so we'll do a few different things. Okay, so let me know, is a breeze coming through right now? Can you hear the breeze? Because there really is one at the moment. Okay, so now let's switch to plus 20 dBs and then we'll continue from there. Alright, also I may well clean up or adjust some of the audio. What I'll do is I'll try and stick a little clip in here with what I have done to the audio to clean it, if I have, or whatever I've done to the audio. Okay? Gonna give it a second to adjust if it needs to. Alright, so now we're on the second setting. Okay, so on this one here it's plus 20 dBs on the GoPro, so it's standard mic plus, so it adds 20 decibels to an external mic, whatever you've plugged in. So of course it's the VideoMic Go 2 right here. We'll see how much of a difference this makes. Again, it's quite breezy out here. Keep an eye on these trees over here. Look at the breeze. It is happening. The wind muff is back on there, and I will be removing that any second now. How does this sound? I expect it to sound quite decent actually. So far I've been quite impressed with this, but I want to know more. I want some tests in noisy environments. I want some tests in wind. I want some tests with background noise. I really want that, so let's do that. Okay. Okay, so that's now been removed again. It's plus 20 dBs. Still on the GoPro, and it's breezy. Can you hear the breeze? I'm sure you can. At this point, I'm sure you can. Let's see how much of a difference this is making. Okay, let's continue the testing. Now I'm going to show you what the GoPro sounds like. First I'll have it with wind reduction on, then I'll do it with wind reduction off. Okay? Okay, so next test here. This is the GoPro's audio, which I believe is pretty good. However, it is diminished by having a small rig attached, which is what I have attached right now. So this is the GoPro's audio with the small rig on, and wind reduction is on right now. Okay, so how does this sound? I reckon this sounds quite decent. It's probably going to be less directional. However, GoPro Hero 10 has really good audio. It's got the best audio of all previous GoPros, is what I would argue. How does this sound? How does this sound? I'm expecting it to be nice and clear. Again, this is at like pretty much full arm's length. So yep, how does this sound? I bet this sounds quite decent. I bet this sounds quite good. You should have, you know, no issues with the wind here, because it should be counteracting that. Let's turn wind reduction off now and show you that. Okay, still the GoPro Hero 10 Black in the small rig, and wind reduction is now off. It's still quite breezy out here. Is it appearing on the trees behind me? Hopefully it is. External mic is unplugged, and what can you hear? Tell me what you can hear. How does it sound right now? Can you hear me alright? Are you getting any of the breeze? So there is an active breeze at the moment. The GoPro is in the small rig, which I think makes the audio sound a little bit tinny. That's my perspective at least. Do you know what I'll do? Super quick, I'll take it out of the small rig. We'll do a quick check with it out of the small rig, okay? Let me know what you think. Alright, so wind reduction is now still switched off. The GoPro is out of the small rig. How does that sound? Let me know how it sounds. I think that it should sound a little bit better when it's out of the small rig, because I think that the small rig, the way it channels the audio a little bit towards one of the microphones, the one on top specifically, it makes the audio bounce a little bit, makes it a little bit tinny. So how does it sound right now? I probably won't go this far on the other tests in the other environments because it's a lot of changes in it really. But yeah, how does it sound? There you go. Just trying to capture the environment for you, and let's do it with wind reduction on quickly. Okay, wind reduction is back on. This is the GoPro outside of the small rig. Of course there's the Rode mic, of course, that we're checking. How does this sound right now? How does it sound? I'm expecting it to sound quite decent, better than when it's in the small rig. And so this is the audio test, again at full arm's length, nice open space, quite breezy, wind reduction is on, and this GoPro I believe has good audio in itself. Okay, so let's move on now to the next environment, and let's give you another example as to how this sounds. Oh no, in fact, before the next environment, let me just get you some quick mobile phone audio. Alright, compare it to the mobile phone audio, and I will attach the Rode mic to the mobile phone as well, just so you can see the difference. Just so you can see the difference. Alright. Alright, so here where I am right now, still same place, same location, still just as breezy. It's gonna be wobbly on this, isn't it? Anyway, so here you go. This is what it sounds like on a mobile. The Rode mic is right here, okay? This is from the mobile itself. Here's what it sounds like in this environment. Let's see just how much the Rode mic will improve the situation. So this is audio straight out of the mobile. In my opinion, especially with the wind that I'm facing right now, this ain't gonna sound too good. This is not gonna sound very good at all. But let's see what the Rode mic can do. I'm gonna say that's about enough time for you to know what this sounds like. Let's switch to the mic right now. Okay, so on the same mobile phone right now, using the external mic now, so it's the Rode VideoMic Go 2 on the mobile. The area that I'm in is just as breezy. It's literally just as breezy as it was a moment ago. How does this sound? I expect this to sound much better. This mic is actually quite directional, you know. It's more directional than I expected. You can discern that it's a D mic when you use it. I've done a little bit of testing already. Of course, proving that it's quite a directional mic can be tricky, but it really is quite a directional mic. I won't be testing that in this video, but if you want me to test how directional this mic is, subscribe and I can look at doing that going forward. I do think that would be a good test for you guys to see, just so you know how directional it is. But yeah, for me it's impressive. How does this sound? So it's through a mobile phone, Pixel 4a 5G, at arm's length. I've got the microphone here. It's not attached to the device. It's I'm just holding it. However, I'm pointing it at myself quite comfortably, and I expect this to be doing a good job. Okay, on to the next location, on to the next environment. Let's see. Let's do some more sound testing with this mic. Okay. I'm getting closer to a car now, which is my car, and it's switched on. So behind me, there's the bonnet just there, which is on. Engine is on. As I turn, does it make a difference? How much of a difference does it make? Do it again. Okay, there you go. There was one thing that I actually forgot to grab, and that was through the mobile phone without the wind muff on the Rode mic, and so here is that footage right now. The breeze has died down a touch. Oh no, the breeze is back. It's just then when I mentioned it. It's here. It's not too, in fact it is a little bit less breezy. However, how much of a difference does this thing make? You know, so it's on the same mobile phone, okay, still at arm's length. Rode mic is pointing at me, and we're catching audio through it right now. How about the car? So yeah, I am impressed. I've just had a quick listen to the audio, and I'm impressed with it. The volume of the audio that comes out of the mobile phone itself, that audio is a little bit louder. With the mic involved, it's a little bit lower volume. However, the audio is cleaner. Alright, that's my opinion at least. Okay, so let's see how much of a difference this is making. Okay, so hopefully that's enough of a test. Next location. So next what I'll do actually is I'll do a test of this mic going through the Rode Reporter software. So there is an application where you can tweak the settings of the mic itself. I haven't tweaked anything. That is through an official Rode application. Again, nothing has been tweaked. This is directly out of the box. So yeah, next we'll go for Rode Reporter, audio from there. After Rode Reporter, we'll do Rode Connect, which is the Rode podcasting software. That is where I believe this mic will particularly shine. I believe this is going to give a really, really interesting, good, clear, high quality podcasting audio and voice. So yeah, okay. Now of course we should be hearing this through the microphone itself, and hopefully I'm not peaking. I might be getting quite close to the top end of the microphone, but hopefully I'm not peaking. So it's quite nice just to look at these bars, really, isn't it? So checking this out, how do you think this is sounding right now? For me, I think that this is going to sound like quite decent quality. That's exactly what you want from a mic like this, and a setup like this. Of course, right now this is going through the USB-C connection. They don't give you a USB-C wire in the box, so this is my own like makeshift way of doing this. So this is actually a GoPro cable attached to like a Pixel mobile phone USB-C adapter. So that's basically it in terms of this test. How does this sound? I bet this sounds quite good. I'm hoping that it does at least. And there you go. So this is the Rode Reporter software. Okay, there you go. Alright, so I'm now in a kind of noisy restaurant. This is the sound straight out of the GoPro. Of course, the GoPro is in the small rig, so this is the sound about arm's length. Okay, GoPro audio. There you go. And this is the test. How does it sound? Can you hear me? I'm not projecting as much now because there are other people, of course. But yeah, how does this sound? Does it sound okay? This is the GoPro inside the small rig. Just GoPro audio. Let's put the microphone on now and see how that sounds, okay? Here we go. Okay, so I'm still inside the noisy takeaway. And how does this sound right now? How does this sound? I bet this sounds better. Hopefully this should sound better, because now this is of course with the GoPro but with the Rode VideoMic Go 2 attached. So Rode Video Go Mic 2 attached, and this is us inside a bit of a noisy restaurant. Yeah. So the video mic is attached for this one. How does this sound in this environment? Through the GoPro, how does this sound? Okay, I'm expecting this to sound better. And here we are in a little bit of a noisy restaurant. And if I just turn this around a little bit, maybe you can hear some of the noise around me. I hope this test comes in useful for some people. There is more to come. But yeah, for now, that concludes this location. Okay, so the current situation is I'm in like a very noisy shopping mall. Alright, really noisy. And there's a really noisy fountain on this side over here. This is a GoPro by itself, GoPro audio by itself. Okay, this is how noisy it is. In fact, this is an environment which actually inspired me to get a GoPro with, to buy this microphone. This environment inspired me to do it. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. This is audio from the GoPro itself. Just GoPro audio. This is the environment. Okay, and now let's put the Rode mic on right now. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. In fact, before I do that, there's a noisy fountain behind me, and so this is the test. Okay, so how does this sound? With the noisy fountain behind me? You tell me how this sounds. Does it sound okay or what or not? I reckon with the GoPro itself I'll sound okay. The Rode mic is not on yet. This is just GoPro audio directly from the GoPro itself. No small rig, just the GoPro. Okay, how does this sound? Okay, so now the Rode mic is on, and in my background is the fountain. How does this sound? Rode mic is pointing right at me. This is at arm's length. How does this sound right now? I'm expecting this to sound quite interesting because we've got the fountain in the background, and I think this will be one of the best tests of this microphone. Okay, the muff is on there right now. Just let me know how this sounds. I'm expecting this to be quite noisy, but how well can you hear me? This is the Rode mic on the GoPro Hero 10 Black. Now if I turn this way, how does this sound now? And I'm expecting to sound much better. Hopefully you can't hear any of the fountain. Still a noisy environment. I've still got these reflective walls behind me, and so these may well be bouncing a lot of sound off them. Okay, this is with the muff on. Let's take the muffler off. That's off now. Okay, how does this sound? Any different? So again, behind we've got reflective surfaces that may well be capturing a lot of the sound, bouncing it around. Okay, and as I turn around now, how does that sound still? Again, I'm expecting this to be a very interesting test. It's a very noisy background. I am directly in front of the microphone. How well can you hear my voice? I am projecting quite a little bit, to be honest. How does that do? Okay, so this is a car test because I do think that some people might be vlogging in their cars and things like that, and a lot of people are actually filming their cars anyway. So if the car is not driving, of course it'll sound even better. I might as well show you what it's like when you're driving the car. Okay, so this is sound from the GoPro by itself. Got some children's media running in the background anyway, just, you know, real life testing, let's say. So this is what it sounds like. GoPro audio. It's a Hero 10 Black by itself, no attachments. Alright, let's open the window, get a bit of background sound in there for you. This is how it sounds. You tell me. Projecting my voice a little bit. How does it sound? How does it sound? I bet it sounds good because I like this GoPro. Okay, now let's test this against the microphone itself in just a moment. In fact, let's just get a bit more of this sound in here because it gets a bit noisier when I'm on this slightly more high-speed road. So here you go. How does it sound? How does it sound? Okay, now let's use the microphone. Okay everybody, right, so here we go. This is now with the Rode VideoMic Go 2 attached, and still going through the GoPro, of course. And how does this sound? Okay, so of course we're in the car, and you've got some children's media in the background behind me running, so let me know how well you can hear that. Microphone is just past the steering wheel. It's let's say about 2 feet away from me, so about 24 inches. And of course the mic is pointing pretty much at my mouth here, so it's, you know, nice, and it's in position of probably what you would use as a vlog. Alright, so let me know how this sounds. I do expect this to sound a lot better. The car itself has a lot of dampening in it, a lot of cushions, etc., so it should be sounding, I believe, quite decent, almost a bit like a booth perhaps. So hopefully that's about a minute's worth of audio. Let's get some background noise in there. The cars have stopped now, we're at some red lights. But how does this sound? What we'll do is I'll pause it for a second, we'll get driving again, and we'll do a tad more and then we're done, okay? Alright, the lights have changed. I just want to get you some good background sound testing on this. So this is with the outside sound going on. Let me know how this sounds. I expect this to again sound good, really good. The wind protection is on the microphone. And could you hear that car going past? Could you hear me well enough? Like, how noisy is it? How noisy was it? We'll conclude the test there, and that's this location done. Alright, so now I've taken off the windshield, so maybe this sounds even better, hopefully. Let's see how this goes. So thanks everybody for watching. I really hope this video helps. This microphone is absolutely mind-blowing. You've got to consider the size. It doesn't require charging. It'll work in your computer, your mobile phone, your camera. It doesn't matter if your phone is Android or Apple, it'll work. It's an absolutely amazing device, especially considering its price point as well. It's so easy to use. The applications that you get with it are brilliant. So that's the Road Reporter app, Road Connect here for the podcasting, and you get one more, which is to tweak the settings of the actual microphone itself. I forgot what that one's called, to be honest. So yeah, you get these 3 applications, and again, the mic itself is so versatile. You can even monitor your audio through the microphone. So strongly recommend it. It's a brilliant device. I hope you've enjoyed the testing. I've gone out to environments which I think might be challenging for the device, and I hope it really builds up a good picture as to what this can produce for yourself. So for now, thanks for watching, and again, please do hit subscribe, like, comment and share, and I'll see you in the next one.